Who would have known something man-made could be so beautiful? Hi everybody, my name is Adam, aka AKH, and if you are a returning visitor to my channel, you might notice a couple of things. First thing, I haven't posted a video in like 2.5 weeks, and for that I apologize. You know, life just happens, and things get in the way of you filming, like work obligations and going places and being sad and whatnot. So, the other thing you might notice is that I have a new background, and it's not really new, it's just a different area of my bedroom. I usually record in my chair, but it is currently full to the brim with dirty and clean laundry, because I'm disgusting, and I don't feel like moving it. So, here I shall film. Today's video is a mail day video. I love watching people open their mail. That sounds creepy. I love opening mail, and I love just seeing what I get. I like getting packages, and I like ordering things and sending them to my house and pretending like I'm an important person getting these packages and opening them. So I've gotten a couple of packages in the past, couple days, so I'm gonna open them with y'all. And it isn't just like fancy things and me trying to feel like I have more money than I actually do. This time. I did get something from The Real again, but it was not as expensive as my bag, I promise. And I also got a couple of vinyl records, which, as some of you might know, is one of my other passions. It is also one of my other hobbies. It's just a really cool thing to do for me, so I wanted to show you what I got. So let's do it! I'll show you the records first, and then I'll show you the package from The Real. I already unboxed everything, so this is going to be more of a reveal type thing for the Real purchase, but the records, I'm just going to show what I bought. I bought these records from one of my favorite boutique electronic record labels, if that's what you'd like to call it. It's an independently owned, independently operated label called Apothecary Compositions. They're really cool. They're also like a distribution label, and a couple of days ago, aka like early last week, they had a 50% off all vinyl records sale. So I immediately took advantage of that and got 4, count them 1, 2, 3, 4 records that I've been wanting for a while that I just couldn't really afford at full price, but I was able to get them on the cheap for the sale. So here we go. The first record that I got was this one. It is Garden of Delete by Oneohtrix Point Never. This is actually one of my favorite albums of 2015. It is incredibly good. Really dense listen the first time around, but very rewarding. If you like sort of left field, electronic, like experimental, blending a bunch of different genres together into just one cluster of it's a lot. It has a lot going on. The album cover is incredible. I gotta show you some of this album artwork. It's amazing. It's creepy, yes, but it's so cool. Fantastic album. If you've never heard it, please check it out. Please check out Oneohtrix. He's one of my favorites. The next record that I bought is actually one of my favorites from the year 2013, and it is this. It's Vapor City by Machinedrum, who actually is still, to this day, one of my favorite producers since happening upon his music in, gosh, what was it, 2007, 2008. I've been a fan for quite a while. It's just so well put together. Fantastic album, and I am so happy to finally own it. Also, it is on a 2LP. This is the gatefold, and it actually has, I'm going to be horrible at this, but it actually has, art for each song in that little booklet that's included, inside the gatefold. So cool. Excellent packaging by this record. It's so good. My next album is a bit of a curious one. I found this on, I first found it on Ghostly International, which is another incredible record label. This is Body Complex by Heathered Pearls. The best way I can describe this album is taking a nap at the loudest party you've ever been to. I don't know, maybe that's not a good way to describe it, but it does remind me of nap time, and it does remind me of partying because it has that driving beat to it in most of the songs, but there's just something very calming about it. It sets a very interesting atmosphere that I really like. It manages to mix it up just enough while keeping it familiar throughout the entire album, and I don't know, it's just really good. If you can, pick this up, listen to it first. Spotify, Tidal. I don't even know if it's on Tidal. But if it is, listen to it. It's really good. And finally, we have something that I've actually been looking forward to a lot, having found both of these artists separately and then realizing they had done a couple projects together. This is Mr. Foolish by Airbird and Napoleon. This is a great album. This is just a combination of so many different genres. It's got like your future funk, it's got your like 90s house influence, it's got even some vaporwave to it. If you like know what that is, if you don't, you're probably a better person for it. But this is a great album. It's a really quick listen. It's like just over half an hour, I think. 10 songs. It's just really good. There's no other way to put it. Now, altogether, I think if I had bought all of those at the price that they were listed at on Apothecary's website before the 50% off discount code, it would have cost me well over $70 plus shipping. But because it was 50% off, I paid, I believe, $35 for all 4 albums, which is less than the price of the original price of the Machinedrum album and the Oneohtrix album. I love Apothecary, I love what they do. I also really like their original stuff, like all of their actual like label releases. Really worth checking out if you're into electronic music of any kind, really. Moving on, we have this great little box from The Real Real. This was an impulse buy, really. I was not planning on buying this, but the price was very, very right, thanks to a random $25 credit they gave me. I'm assuming because I hadn't bought anything in a while. So thank you, The Real Real, for randomly giving me $25 to spend on your website. This is a card case from 3.1 Phillip Lim. Very excited about this. I had actually seen it for a little while on the site because it had been there for gosh, a couple weeks it feels like. And I kind of wanted it, and I was like, the price isn't quite right, just for what it is. And then it finally, I got that $25 credit, and they had a discount code which works with the $25 credit, so I was like, okay, I kind of have to. So this is it. Isn't that awesome? It's so cool. It's like a brown textured leather card case. Very, very cool. Almost reminds me of like a tree, you know, like the bark on a tree, except it's got some mold on it or something. I don't know. That makes it sound not very flattering, but it looks really cool in person. I love the way that it feels. It's got a really good texture to it, and it also has the continuing texture on the inside. The actual leather that's not textured is like buttery, silky smooth, absolutely lovely. And I'll try to get some close-ups of it. Like, I'll put them in right here. Ooh. Phillip Lim. That's what it is. That texture. Look at that texture. Oh, like a pretty tree stump. Real pretty tree stump. With compliments. 3.1 Phillip Lim. Oh. But yeah, you can obviously see it's like a really, really good, high-quality product. The reason I actually bought this, aside from it being a good price, is that, for one thing, it came with the original box, which was awesome, because the laptop bag that I bought did not come with the box or the original dust bag. So that was a plus. But then also, I wanted something that if I just wanted to like drive down the street and get some food or like get gas or something, I can just take out my driver's license and my debit card, shove them in here, put it in my pocket, because I'm not afraid to put it in my pocket because I didn't spend a lot of money on it, and just go somewhere. I also bought it so I could go to Atlanta without having to bring my bag. I can just throw in driver's license, debit card, insurance. I have a AAA card that I take with me just in case, and then my Breeze card for getting on and off the train. Small enough to fit in my pocket. It's just, I mean, it's just really convenient. Before I got all my discounts and my store credit and everything, it was $45 without any of the discounts. They had a 20% off discount code, which got me $9 off, and then with my $25 store credit, I think the total was like $13 something, and then shipping is outrageous. It was $12 to ship, which, whatever, it could have been done cheaper. I'm not going to complain, because overall, $26 for something that in the boutique probably would have cost close to $100. I'm assuming. I don't know. I hope y'all enjoyed watching this. I know I enjoyed providing some info with y'all just in case you're interested in any of the things that I have bought. If you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up, comment if you'd like, And if you enjoy what I do, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you next week, hopefully.